You will choose your new leader. For success, choose the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
How do you see school? Many see it as a place where we're forced to go to and study for 6 hours straight. Many believe that school stands for 6 cruel hours of our life.
But we can change that and make school not only a place where we can have fun and make friends, but grow and become future leaders.
As you can tell, school is a very important place. Hence, here we are. We are going to make this place a safer, more fun, and a more inviting place for all of us. Hello, our respected teachers, amazing staff, and our schoolmates. If you didn't know already, I'm Tisha.
And I'm Russell. Next year, we crave to be able to do all the things we have mentioned before. We want to make our beloved school even better with more fun events and additions, and of course, with your help.
We have thought about this for a long time. We're thinking of new and incredible things that we want to implement to our school. We're going to mention just a few that we believe are going to greatly impact our school. Firstly, Regents Cup. I believe that a lot of you know already what this is. Well, if you haven't, it's an event where many schools can come together and compete with one another. These competitions can be sport-based or even educational-based so that everybody can feel included. This can also help rebuild our school team for sports. For example, our basketball school team and our soccer school team. We can even start new sports team to have more students able to be doing what they are passionate about. This can help all of us gather with people from different schools and make new friends as we create more connections.
Secondly, we want to create student clubs. We want to give students the opportunity to make their own clubs with as much creativity as they want. From here, not only can you learn leadership skills, but you can also make new friends from all ages in different grades. May it be video game clubs, sports clubs, or even something like photography clubs. We want to give you the opportunity to have fun with your fellow club members doing the things you love the most.
Next, have fundraiser. A fundraiser is an event where everybody would be able to have fun as we help people around us. It'll be something like a summer festival. But don't worry, all the money raised will be donated to a certain charity, orphanage, or an organization that helps people in need. You may be thinking, but I don't have that much money to contribute a lot. Well, set your worries aside. You can also help by donating old toys, clothes, and even books. Plus, just a very small donation would mean a lot to those in need. Do you really want to miss out this opportunity to help people?
Speaking of helping people, another thing we wish to add, or in this case, bring back, is the Go Green Club. Not only will we be doing usual activities like planting trees, making plants, or recycling, we wish to introduce more services like beach cleanups, helping out in places in need like orphanages, and of course, raising awareness of real-life problems. Outside of school, there are still so many issues and problems that harm not only the environment, but also other people. So introducing this club will allow us to play our parts in helping not only the school, but the world to be a better place step by step.
Becoming a member of the Go Green Club would help the environment a lot. But what about students who don't? We would be implementing some rules to help all of us contribute too. I know it is hard to bring your own lunch from home and you would have to buy food from the canteen. Here's the deal. We would want you to bring your own box, Tupperware, or container from home, as this would still help reduce the amount of waste created in school. Maybe if we're allowed to do this, you will be getting points for not wasting so much plastic. That's a win-win solution right there.
Back to the topic of new events, I'm sure all of you love events in this school, especially since we've been deficient of these real-life events for 2 whole years. We want to bring this back. We want to bring back many more of these memorable festive events that we assure you can still remember when you're 80. It won't ever leave your mind. One of these events will be the event of Halloween, something that's been missing for all these years. In addition to Book Week, we want to implement the spooky events of Halloween with games, costume contests, and everyone's favorite, candy. Talking about costume contests, everyone would be able to join, both students and even teachers. Just imagine Mr. Efan in a costume. We can raise funds from these events and donate them to suitable charities as well.
We mentioned before that we will be needing your help. I know that you'll be thinking, oh, they just need our votes. But no! We'll be setting up a box or an online form for you to give us your ideas for future events and feedback for previous ones. This year, we want all of your voices to be heard, and together we can endeavor.
We want you to know that your voice matters, and with your vote, together, we can make our school a better place.
That's all from us. Thank you so much for allowing us to showcase our future ideas and plans to you. Keep in mind that these are only some of our ideas. We can only say so much in a few minutes as we do not want to bore you guys. We won't say much as we want to keep some things a surprise for y'all. And we promise that there will be so much more to come. Think about the bigger picture.
Don't forget to vote number 1 because we are number 1. Goodbye.
And the candidate number 2. Please welcome.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side.
Why did we run for these positions? To make Regents alive.
Welcome to an era of innovation.
An era of greatness, a renaissance after a pandemic. Hi, my name is Nicholas Jason Hagono and I am presidential candidate number 2.
And hi, my name is Gideon Putra Budiada and I am a vice president candidate number 2.
Our vision is to develop our school to be capable of greater things whilst growing students' leadership, capabilities, and potential.
Our mission is to create a striving student environment where every student can develop their leadership capabilities. We want to approach next year with an open mind of creativity to break the mold that has been limiting us. We envision creating events that are bigger and better, that expands into new territory. But the word we doesn't mean just the privileged few of the student council. We are merely a tiny speck of the collective mass of brilliance that is the students of Regent School.
Allow us to introduce our programs by tackling each problem. Number 1, we have to expand student leadership opportunities. We believe that student leadership opportunities far too long have been limited to the student council. The student council only provides an opportunity for a niche group of students to take part in leadership at school. We believe it is time to give the average student a chance at leadership.
Solution 1, student-led clubs. We want to allow students to create clubs of their own, designs, and ideas. This will give students with non-academic interest a chance to start a leadership role within the school. This reduces tasks for teachers and increases school activities all at once.
Allow me to give you an example. Peter wants to start, let's say, a volleyball club. He makes an application and sends it to the principal and waits for approval. After approval, he finds members by advertising and posting it on the community board. The club forms and they start practicing.
Our solution number 2, student volunteering. With the school growing in size, the student council may not be able to keep up with its growth. This problem provides an opportunity for students to seek non-academic achievements and practice their leadership abilities. It provides a student with a sort of a job experience that would be beneficial in growing their ability to manage their time and also lead others.
This system may be used to help 7th graders or interested students to gain experience for them to join the student council in the future, or for students to put in their CV in the future.
An example, the student council needs help in running a school-wide game for fun days. Steve signs up to help the student council. Thus, Steve will gain experience in leadership and is able to put it into his CV.
Now, for our second problem in this school. This one has been living under our noses essentially for the past 4 years, which is our house system. Our current house system is currently flawed and has inherited problems straight from the primary school.
Hype surrounding houses and points often fall after fun days, and house activity remains silent until the next occasional event.
Solution 1. Providing a prize for the winners. Students are not intrigued by a trophy that they will never touch, see, or hear until the next award ceremony. It does not provide a reason for them to remain competitive. We need to incentivize students to remain competitive by offering special prizes for winning houses, which would promote teamwork instead of relying on individual brilliance. This would help unite region student community that was divided over the pandemic.
I'll give an example. The student council decides on a prize to be presented early into the academic year. The prize is then announced to the school. And let's just say the fictional Hydra house wins during the academic year. Well, every member of the house will be presented by this exclusive prize. Now, the prize can be anything. It can be a hoodie with a specific design designed by the production house, created with champion teams for the winning house.
And for our third major problem, we will give a solution to it too, is expanding event possibilities. Regents is reaching its maximum capacity, and we have to make use of that. It's time for us to think bigger and better as student council members and as members of the school. It's time for us to start tackling harder challenges and overcoming boundaries as a school together.
Our first solution is to start breaking the habit. Several events over time have essentially been trapped in molds. It is time for us to start experimenting with newer formats and ideas for events. With newer innovations, we could create events that are more fun, that are more meaningful for us students. Some of these practices and events have been repeated for almost a decade. To name a few: Fun Days, Chinese New Year, UN Day, Independence Day, and it is time to renew and innovate them.
Examples: experimenting with concepts such as a full integration of Halloween into Book Week. Number 2, adding lore to events such as Fun Days to make it much more interesting. And number 3, a change in format, such as a change in Chinese New Year to include performances from internal clubs instead of external clubs like Barongsai. Or maybe we could even integrate MasterChef regions into potluck.
Our second solution is to start creating more meaningful events. The common misconception here at school has always been to judge events by how fun it is. That is our only criteria. That is how people here look at our events. They never think about what is meaningful for us students. We should strive to create events that are more meaningful and fun at the same time, and give students direct benefits in terms of personal growth. Events should help grow student capabilities, whether it be for teamwork, creativity, problem solving, or something else.
An example: we could return events such as Entrepreneur Day in order to help student creativity, business skills, leadership, and teamwork whilst being able to donate to charity. Number 2, we could create events, perhaps especially for the 9th or 10th or 12th graders, at the end of the year where they would be able to hike Mount Batur in order to train their mental physique.
Our third solution is to start creating inter-school events. We believe it is time for us to start creating inter-school events to expand the capabilities of the school. Competitions between schools could help promote club activity. This is a necessary step for us to create better and better events over time.
An example is the school organizes an inter-school competition involving Peter's volleyball club and many others. The club starts participating with a goal in mind, and the club activity has finally increased. The event can be done in an Olympic-esque style where the school with the most points win. We seek full integration of esports and art-based competitions instead of just athletics.
Our mission is to make the school better than it ever was. It's your choice to help us make it a reality. With more events, more student leadership, we can drive this school into a bigger and brighter future. Support us by simply voting for us, Jason and Danny.
Vote number 2. Salam dua jari.